Looking today at data-driven instructional decisions for elementary students, we have three students to consider today for an RTI approach. Our first student we're going to look at is Savannah. Savannah is a first grader who was tested using the Vanderbilt word identification fluency probe. Her first week result was 4 words per minute. There was a spike in week 2 up to 9 words a minute, which actually looked very promising, but there was a regression that took place in week 3 and persisted until week 5 with a bounce from 7 to 9 back to 7. From week 6 to 7, there was a jump for up to 10 words and then 12 words at the week 7, but she's still well below the number that's necessary on the goal line expectations, and also the slope that she probably needs some tier 2 intervention. She's going to need intense work on small group decoding practice, some extra work on recognizing the relationship between letters and sounds, also some work on phonetic awareness, and she probably would benefit from some direct instruction on vocabulary that's going to be used in class. But she's showing improvement, but she needs to get that next step because right now she's trailing her classroom expectations. Grayson is a second grader. He actually has already gone through, was identified and put into tier 2, and has been actually showing pretty good solid improvement. The slope is improved. He actually seems to be working in the right direction. He's going to need a teacher to go ahead and just encourage him to do some outside reading with things that are of interest to him and actually kind of draw him into them at home. And if you show him the chart, he's young, especially with second grade boys, this is an encouragement. Look how well you're doing. Look how close you are, and what you're going to need to do at home, and get that build that connection of going home and doing a little bit of extra work. He's going to benefit too from just continuing with his tier 2 instruction probably for the next 12 weeks or so. Make sure he's continually measuring him with CBMs that are going to keep track of where he's at. But he's actually looks like he's on the right track in his process. Our last one is Alejandro, and Alejandro is definitely having more of a struggle. Alejandro is for his first measurement. He's supposed to be getting up to about 37 words per minute. But he started out at right there in the, I think it's 22, and worked his way. He kind of regressed a little bit, and he's been working his way up. His last week 7 measurement was 28 words per minute, which is still 9 below where he should be at this point. So he's definitely going to need tier 2 intervention. I'm going to need to talk to the parents, make sure they understand that, and walk them through that process. But he's probably going to need a program that's going to go ahead and give him some choral reading to kind of build that fluency a little bit and get him comfortable with it. He's probably going to need to go ahead and do some ear reading where he's actually following along, listening to the words, putting them together to kind of build that connection. And then also he's probably going to really benefit from some direct instruction on the vocabulary that's associated with the class. But these three students, 2 need further intervention. One of them is on the right course, doesn't need to be progressed up to tier 3, and is going in the right direction. Thank you.